the Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up, your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a worldwide platform dedicated to independent music creators of the world. And I'm your host, Smiley J. And I want to welcome you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Now, if today is your first time listening to the show, I am so glad that you tuned in. And I just hope that you come on back and let's do it again. This time, bring a friend or two. Now, the Smiley J Artist Zone is available on all major music platforms and is also listed in most podcast directories. So all you have to do is pick a team, hang out with me. Now, wherever you choose to listen to the show, just make sure that you hit that follow button. Yes, hit that follow button. Now, all shows are archived, so you can always go back and listen to any missed episode. Yes, listen at your leisure. That is the beauty of technology. Now, some of you guys have been asking, Smiley J, where have you been? Where have you been? Resting. Yep, resting. Just that simple. I have been resting and focusing on my wellness. Now, May was Mental Health Awareness Month, so I decided that, you know what? I need to just take a brief pause and just relax and rest. Now, because, I'm always doing something, going here and there. So resting is very important. Yes, resting is vital and absolutely necessary for our overall wellness. Okay, so you know what? Be sure to take a break as needed and as often as needed, unapologetically. So guys, I'm back. Yes, I'm well rested and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So I'm here for you guys. Now, June is Black Music Month Appreciation. So this is the month where we recognize and celebrate the legends who have composed the soundtrack of our lives. Yes. So this month we will honor, we will celebrate the songs, the artists that has inspired us, that has challenged us to even be critical thinkers and stand up for social injustice. Yes, it's just so many and so much. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Now, we are going to, of course, also celebrate those songs that have lifted our spirits, music for the soul, like today's guest. I thought that since we are celebrating Black Music Month, that I would bring on a guest whose music that has personally inspired me. I have listened to her music throughout the years from the 90s to the present. So before I bring her on, let me just tell you a little bit about her. She is known for having one of the most distinctive voices in music. Yes, her voice is sultry, it's jazzy, and it's soulful. She began her career as a backup singer for Stevie Wonder. She is also well known for her work with British band Incognito. Some of you guys already know what I'm talking about. Now, earlier this year, she released her 14th album as a solo artist. I'm going to need you guys to help me welcome Baltimore's sweetheart, Miss Maysa Leak. Welcome to the Artist Zone. I have with me the queen of sultry, the queen of smooth, the queen of Baltimore is in the Artist Zone. What's up, Maysa?
How you doing, sweet?
Look, you are all those things, okay? All those things and more. Yes. Welcome to the Artist Zone. So glad to have you with me today. We've been trying for a minute,
Yeah.
But guess what? We're here.
Yes, thank goodness.
Yes. Music for the soul. Like your 14th album as a solo artist. Congratulations.
Thank you, honey. It's a long journey, but it's been a very interesting and a lot of fun and a lot of blessings and a lot of lessons. So
yes.
I'm grateful to be here 14 albums later.
That is beautiful. A lot of folks can't say that, and look, I got to ask, we got to tell the folks the inspiration behind the title, because to me, all of Maysa's music is music for the soul. But
the music for your soul came from the one day I was just it was before the pandemic, probably 2019. I decided that I wanted to call the album that. So I wanted to reach people at a level that I don't know. I was trying to reach people at a different level. And I wanted us to understand who we are as people. I think we keep getting lost in that. We keep getting lost in the world. And I just we got to understand what beautiful souls we are, and how we came here as beautiful souls. We allowed the world to dictate everything because of money, because of love, and because of people trying to compete with each other, and all these different things in life that the world, you have to look a certain way, you have to act a certain way. It's a lot of pressure to be a human, and I just wanted something that is kind of like just a relaxation album, a meditation album, something where you could just chill, do your thing at home, or drive long distances, or hang out on the beach, or whatever you can, to just get some relaxing, beautiful music that will heal your soul, make you feel good. And that's that's my goal was. That's why I wanted to call it Music for Your Soul.
And you know what? And thank you. We need that all day, every day, because it is a lot of stressors out here in the world, and people get caught up in a lot of stuff and get depressed because like you said, all those things you just mentioned, and we need to just chill out and embrace all the goodness that life has, So,
yeah, absolutely.
And it's a beautiful project. Thank you so much. And it is very reflective. Very reflective.
Yeah, it is.
Now the tour, Music for the Soul tour, look, you are booked and busy until the end of the year. Oh my God. Just added London.
I know, right. It's amazing. It's all coming together. It's just I got just added Mexico today too. So it's like
look at that. Look at that.
It's a lot. I'm grateful because there was a time when I didn't have any work, and I was like trying to figure out how to live and how to feed my son and help my mom. And I went to Home Depot to get a job, and the lady recognized me. And she's like, "Oh, absolutely not. You're not working here." She ripped up my application.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Miss Ma'am, Miss Lady. We appreciate that. See, she spoke that into your life. Now listen.
She did. She really did.
A lot of cities, a lot of travel, a lot of love from people around the world who you probably would never meet, but they know and love Maysa. They love your music. You are touching a lot of souls. Like, how does that feel to just have all that universal love?
Oh, it's an honor. It's really an honor that I don't take for granted, not one day. And I did a post last week on Facebook, and I just wanted people to understand that I love you so much, because people don't understand that I never had a regular job in 32 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time. And so I've been able to survive on singing for 32 years, and that's all I've done, just sing and work hard. I haven't tried to stab nobody in the back. I haven't tried to take nothing from nobody. I haven't slept with nobody's husband. I haven't done, I haven't done no drugs or drinking. I ain't done none of that. All I did, I used my body to do nothing. All I did was sing and keep trying to do the best I can by people, and work really hard for these promoters out here, and make sure they're happy, make sure the audience is happy. That's all I've done for 32 years, and it has sustained me. God has sustained me throughout this thing and gave me the longevity that I prayed for when I was 15 years old.
See,
wondering how I'm going to get from my parents' basement floor to the stage and making albums and stuff. It's quite surreal, because it's like it didn't have to happen. None of this had to happen. But my faith in God it's unmovable and unshakable. And I just had to keep going. Even in the time, like right now, there's some little drama going on with some promoters and stuff with me and Incognito. Like a lot of stuff is happening right now where people don't want to hire me to sing with Incognito sometimes. It's just crazy stuff. I'm like, that's weird.
Well, if they know the history Incognito, then people are going to be looking for Maysa's voice. So anyway, he got to do his homework. Listen. So, that's real talk. I'm just saying, like.
It is real. I worked 32 years for it. I started with them in 1991, and I've been in the trenches for real for a long time.
And can we just talk about the power of prayer? It's real. Like the power of prayer. You speak things over your life, and also just being professional. Like professionalism is needed in every industry. And that's why you have 32 years in the business.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I do. I think that's why, because I stay professional. I didn't demand all blue M&Ms or some white sofas and all this stuff. I ain't done none of that stuff. Like it's like I didn't throw no diva fits and all that stuff. I had to deal with some people when it comes to finances, because they didn't want to pay me or something like that. And that's the time you'll see the Leo come out of me.
That's his business. That's any of us. Don't play with my corns. Right. Yeah.
I work hard for him, So That's the only time. Other than that, I don't. I'm just a regular girl who just has an opportunity and a blessing to be able to sing to people, and that's something I just love. And it's my whole spirit. It's my whole life. And so to be able to share my voice and have God even sustain my voice for this long. That's why I never even did. My drink. If I drink something every few months, is Bailey's on ice with whipped cream. That's it. And I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that stuff. And so I think that's my. I think that's helped a lot.
Yes, of course.
Better is to get the stress away from my voice. Because stress will take my voice away. I've noticed that, and the lack of sleep. So those two things I got to stay away from. And I've been able to be okay, thank God, so far. Knock on wood.
Well, your voice is beautiful, and it has, it's been consistent over the years, and
Thank you, babe.
So, and that's because of your work ethics and being obedient, and but you got to get your rest, though. Listen, I'm guilty of charge too.
I know. It's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for all of us to get rest because we have to keep going. We have to be in this hamster wheel of. We always got to make money. Like, I've never had a vacation. Even during the pandemic, I couldn't even take the vacation during the pandemic. I couldn't do it because I had to keep doing stuff to try to make money coming because we didn't have any other work.
Right.
So I did a lot of virtual shows. I did all that kind of stuff to keep stuff going. And thank God to the generosity of people from my kitchen karaoke that helped, sustain me for a long time. They helped with the generosity every week, giving me in my tip jar, whatever you call it. But
yeah.
Like, all of that stuff, it was just like, it's just amazing how every day, we're all trying to make it, all trying to make stuff happen. And with all the hardship and all the obstacles we have to deal with, we can't rest.
And you know what? I really appreciate you keeping it real because a lot of people, they think artists, have this, live in this bubble and, you have people at your hand and foot. But we all in this thing trying to survive together. All of us.
Right.
It doesn't even matter what your social status. We're trying to survive wherever it's financially, mentally, whatever. We all are in this thing together. So, and we need good music to help us through.
Right. Absolutely. And that's my whole job. That's my job in this world that God gave me this job. And I love my job. And that's why I try to do this album. People are saying, why are you trying to do 19 songs? Nobody's paying attention, right? Their attention spans are not like they used to. I'm like, people my age got time. What you talking about? We have people I know got time to listen to 19 songs because I sequenced the album so it doesn't feel like 19 songs. It really doesn't. It's a smooth ride on with this record. And I worked really hard to make sure these songs were the right songs and make sure they fit back to back perfectly so that there's no, like, you don't want to skip. And that's my biggest compliment that I get from the album is that you're not skipping any songs.
No.
And that's a big deal.
Yeah, you just let it roll. Just let it roll and do your thing. Read your book, sip your wine, whatever it is that you do.
Right.
So Blue, Velvet Soul Records, I love that you have your own thing going as an independent artist and with your, all the things that you've gone through. Like, you started your own label. That is so dope. Well, like 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now listen, speaking of blue, I gotta ask you, is that like your favorite color?
It is. It is. It's been my favorite color since I was a baby. I believe. I remember being on my dad's show, going to the pharmacy near our house, and there was a big bin of pacifiers. And I
pick the blue one.
Clearly. I would ask for the blue one. And sometimes it would be at the bottom. I'd probably dig all the other ones out to get the blue one. And I remember that. I remember it so clearly. And like I said, I kept asking myself when I was young. I asked my mom. I said, "Mom, did I dream that?" She said, "No, that's real. You did that. You remember that?"
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Wow.
And she's like, "No, absolutely. That was my thing. Going to get that pacifier."
That blue pacifier. Speaking of blue, that was a beautiful shade of blue dress that you had. Wait a minute, shade of blue. That's one of your songs. Look at that. Look how that came together right there. That was a beautiful shade of blue that you had on at the Capitol Jazz Festival.
Oh,
which,
you,
by the way, you tore the stage up. It's probably still smoking.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Now, I have to be honest now. The Capitol Jazz fans, they are a little spoiled. They expect to see you every year. You know that, right?
I think that's why they don't announce me anymore. They probably don't hire me. Just let me be surprised sometimes.
Yeah,
but the response that I got, and people don't understand how much that response I got when I came out was
Yes.
absolutely mind-blowing. And it's like,
Yes.
and it happened, and my heart was racing so fast. I didn't know how to start the song. I was like, I forgot everything. There's so much love. Like
I know you were overwhelmed. I saw it. I said, yes, that's like, beautiful.
Whoa.
That's a beautiful moment. You just got to own that moment. You know, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, Maysa, you have like performed all over the world. You've seen a lot of beautiful places and beautiful people. Now, is there like any one particular country, state, or music venue that you haven't performed and would like to perform?
I want to go to Dubai.
There it is. Speak that.
Yeah, I have been speaking into existence, and I want to do it. I do want to perform there, but I just want to go there for my first vacation ever in my life.
Well, you know,
I've been working since I was 15, so that would be ideal. But I have to go there like the Sex and the City girl. I can't go there with my check cleared. I got to go there rich.
You got to go there. Listen, I have a friend that has listen, Vivian, if you're listening, hook this up. Hook this up. She has she's a baller. Listen, hook this up, Vivian. She wants to come to Dubai. Hook it up. Okay. All right. Enough of that.
I want to go ball. It's real. First class. I'm going to save up for my little first class ticket.
Yes. All those beautiful people over there in Dubai. Yes.
Yeah. I want to see that so bad. I want to ride a camel in the desert. I want to do all that stuff. I'm going to do all that stuff.
Okay. So it's going to happen. And take pictures in so your fans can see it. Y'all heard it here on the Smiley J Show. Maysa will be in Dubai. Okay. We speaking that.
Absolutely. Amen on that.
Yes. Now, June, we're in June, which is Black Music Month, where we are celebrating, the legends and all of their contributions, including you, to music. Now, like I said, you covered a lot of music over your career. You have an extensive catalog of music. Like growing up, like who did Maysa listen to?
Oh my gosh, everything. My parents, I didn't grow up in church. My parents taught us a different way about God and love. And spirituality, kind of almost hippie, like
that's beautiful.
My parents did. And so we listened to a lot of music. My parents, we had a stereo, one of those old big stereos in the console, like a piece of furniture in the middle of the living room, and it was blasting 24 hours a day. Like my mother, instead of waking us up in the morning, she would play "Get Up in the Morning" with the Gap Band.
Okay.
And she would blast that so loud we would have to get up in the morning. It was no. Like she wasn't yelling and all that stuff. So then we listened to R&B and soul and funk and a little bit of jazz, but mostly R&B, soul, and funk music played heavily in my childhood. And that's all I wanted to do. And I went to Morgan State University and I trained to be a classical performer, be an opera singer, but I couldn't commit to that. I wanted to do jazz, funk, and soul.
Nice.
So that's what I did. Yeah, that's the people. I listened to literally everybody, all kinds of music from Motown to, funkadelic. I'd be listening to everything.
Nice. And I love that. I love that your parents taught you, just different ways on honoring our creator. I think that is so cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because it wasn't an experience. I got older, I experienced church. There's some great churches out there, and I hope to find another one, soon, but one day. But right now, all I know is that I love God and I love people, and we're supposed to just love each other. And so that's what I try to do. And that's what we've been taught. We just try to love people as much as we can and do the best we can by people. And that's it.
That's right. And that's real. We don't need a church to tell us that, but shout out to my Christian folk. Don't be dropping no mean comments. Love. We all love God. We call him different things, and we're not gonna go there. I don't want no smoke in these streets. So so Maysa, you got this long tour. I guess I gotta see you at the Birchmere at your Christmas show.
Yeah. We'll come to the Birchmere July 29th.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the 20th.
Yeah,
yep, that's right.
Yeah, we're gonna do the songs for the new album. I'm trying to get them to have some rehearsals and get those songs tight. Because a lot of people say, "Can you do the whole album?" I'm like, I wish I could. I really would love to do that. But we're gonna do as many songs as we can from the new album. And,
oh yes,
go
yes.
I'm
putting that on. Putting that on my calendar. Yes. Now listen, we got a birthday coming up. I know you're working. I think you're working on your birthday.
I am. I'll be in St. Louis at the City Winery on the 17th. Yeah.
So my folks out in St. Louis, make sure you come and celebrate. And there's going to be an after party.
Yeah.
Now listen, I know, like, you 32 years in the business, and this platform is dedicated to independent music artists like yourself.
Awesome.
And I know that they are listening because everybody loves Maysa. So I have to ask, so they're going to be super mad at me. Like, if you could share just one, because I know you have many, but if you could share just one piece of valuable business advice to all the independent artists out there listening right now, what would that be?
Whoa, that's a hard one. Just one piece of advice in business is to just stay super professional throughout this whole thing.
There you go.
I can't just say one. It's hard to say one. I want these people that are coming up now to ace your social media. That's big right there. Social media is king at this point in our lives. It's probably going to be even bigger and sooner with this AI stuff going on. So, now you got to understand that, first of all, be yourself. Be who you are. Give your contribution to the world. Don't try to be like anybody else. You don't have to compromise not one moral to be. You don't have to. If you have morals, stick with them. You don't need to change anything to be in this industry. Don't let nobody tell you got to use your body. Don't tell nobody you got to change your mind. Don't tell nobody you got to be having an alter ego. Don't let nobody tell you none of that stuff. It's be your best who you are and let the world come to you, because I had to learn that lesson.
There you go. I love that. That is so honest. Be professional. That's very important. That's reflective of who you are. Wonderful. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that story. Now, look, I got one quick story I want to share with you at the Birchmere. It was a gentleman. It was at one of your Christmas shows. You gave out some nice little fun snacks. I'm a foodie, so I appreciated that. and these two guys, they were getting their drink. They were at the bar, and he said, "Oh my God, that voice! I would marry her. Oh my God! Oh, she's sexy. I would marry her." But he didn't know that his wife was behind him, right? And she said, and what you gonna do with me? And he laughed and he said, "Come on now. You know that Maysa is my fantasy girl." So I thought that was really cute. Yeah.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yes, I be ear hustling at these concerts.
Sometimes I get scared sometimes. Somebody, I don't want a man's wife, she might be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and then, put a diaper on and try to find me somewhere, driving for hours trying to look for me.
Did you say a diaper? I remember that story. The astronaut.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Y'all gotta Google it. I can't give you the story. Y'all gotta Google it. That is funny.
Yeah, I think because women come up to me all the time and say, "Maysa, if it wasn't for if I wasn't married to my husband, he'd be married to you." I was like, "Girl, don't say that. Don't play like that. I'm good. You go take your man. Y'all go ahead now." Thank you for like my music.
There you go.
I get scared because I don't let people. Because some people are crazy.
No, you're right though. You are absolutely right, because women are committing a lot of crimes these days. But it was really cute, because he didn't know that she was behind her. He didn't know. She was like, and what you gonna do with me? It was real cute. So, Maysa, wow. I just want to thank you for hanging out with me. I so appreciate you. I know your schedule is busy, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me today. Now, before you leave, you got to tell the people. Now, everybody know how to, to find Maysa, but to my newbies, to my newer listeners out there, tell the folks how they can keep up with you and find out all the wonderful things that you're doing.
Oh, sweet. Everything's on Maysa.com, Maysa.com. And if you scroll down a little bit, you can read my magazine. You can see, my tour dates are not updated. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to work on that soon. But other than that, you'll see my Facebook links and Instagram links and everything like that are right down the bottom of the page. And you'll be able to get more updates there soon, as soon as I find 10 minutes to update the site. But I definitely will.
You got 10 minutes, Maysa.
Okay, I know.
Well, again, thank you so much for hanging out with Smiley J in the Artist Zone, and safe travels to you. I'll see you at the Birchmere.
Please do. Please come. I can't wait to see you, honey. Thank you.
Yes, so you're welcome. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, babe.
Okay, now it's time for some of this good music. Music for the soul.
longer thinking someday, someday. One day, one day. Someday, someday. One day, one day. Time is wasted living in the past, and the world becomes this crazy endless maze. Out there on my own, I question everything. Suddenly I found myself wishing my days away. Take your time, but I don't mind. I love the way you are, so unconventional. You got here late, but I don't mind. I love the way you are, it's unconditional. I'm no longer thinking someday, someday. Wondering if one day, one day. Keep it moving fast. The future is so clear. Gone is the haze. Now I'm not alone. I'm living in the light. I finally realize the dream is here to stay. Took your time, but I don't mind. I love the way you are, so unconventional. You got here late, but I don't mind. I love the way you are, it's unconditional. You took your time, but I don't mind. You took your time, but baby I don't mind. Time is wasted living in the past, and this world becomes a crazy endless maze. Out there on my own, I questioned everything. Suddenly I found myself wishing my days away.
Hey, this is Babe Bright, the bad boy indie soul, and I'm in the zone with Smiley J.
All right. It is that time. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me to the very end. You're my kind of people, yes. And special thanks to today's guest, the lovely Miss Maysa You guys be sure to follow her on social media. Also visit her website at maysa.com so you can stay in the know of all the wonderful things that she has going on. She's also currently on tour, so you can catch her in your city, your town, your country. Make sure that you grab your tickets, and also make sure you dig into the music crates. Yes, dig into your old music crates as we celebrate Black Music Appreciation Month. Listen to your favorite artists. You know, the artists that your mama and your dad and your nana listened to growing up. I promise you, it will always bring a smile on your face. Until next time, you guys know the drill. Be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.